Hello, lads and lassies and non-binaries, if there are any. Just a second. Wow. No! That means we get a different song. Sure. So as per usual, I haven't changed anything about the game audio, but like, it feels lower than usual. Maybe I'm just making it up. There we go. Putting this here. Okay. There we are. It does feel a bit quiet. It does, right? But I didn't change anything. Like, actually nothing. Where is it? No, wait, that's your end, not mine. Huh. Where do I fix that? God, it's been so long. Yeah, I wonder why. As it, I could have like checked this beforehand, but that means I gotta do stuff beforehand. Yeah? Strange. Where is the thing? Here. Properties. So can I make it louder? Yeah, imagine like preparing things. Can't I raise the audio? There we go. Is that better? Wait, that's on my end, I think. Sounds good. Alright. Huh. Very interesting. Oof. Holy crap. Okay. Let's go here. This is a good place to go. Do we have anything fun? You know, Cellmate 1 really didn't get a lot of songs, come to think of it. That's crazy. More Dan? Sure, we can do that. Oh, Jesus. Pyra! Oof. I really made a decision to stream in these temperatures. It's fine. I'll deal somehow. I'll be okay. Oh, God, I hate summer, actually. Might be the worst season. Listen, I just wanted to stream. I literally felt like it like 2 hours ago. I'm like, you know what? I want to stream today. I see. I could be better, could be worse, kind of thing. Thank you for the compliment, Jill. Yeah, waves of inspiration moment. Stream jump scare. Hello, Raheem. Yes, I'm live. It's been a very long time. I think in some ways I'm doing better, and in other ways I'm not. I had a vacation, which I came home from not too long ago, which is very nice. Very, very needed. But I'm also very happy to be home. I'm gonna fat finger so much of that just because I'm so sweaty. Yeah, it has been like at least 2 months since I last streamed, I think. Yeah, we had great fun. I visited a friend, an internet friend I haven't seen in person yet, and it was great. Love that guy. Also, I am not used to this crown system they implemented. Like, now I can see who the #1 fans are. And I think the only thing they use to calculate that is just your stream, your chat activity. It is very funny. What do you mean DK Bonanza is out already? That's crazy. I haven't really gotten a Switch yet. Or a Switch 2, I should say. I don't really have a good reason to do it. Like, there's no games on it that I really want. But like, the Switch 2 just retroactively making some games run better is already like... it's a good... I feel like it's worth getting for that alone. Not to mention that the Switch 2 is just really expensive. I could afford it right now if I wanted to. But, Switch 2 is Nintendo's downfall? That sounds ominous. Also, how's the stream looking, by the way? Like, my preview is not running at 60. And it worries me. Is it just a visual thing, or...? It wouldn't surprise me if my capture card can't run at 60 right now. It's so freaking hot. It's a tad choppy, that's bad. Don't like that. Why though? Like, I literally changed nothing in the settings and suddenly something is different. I don't understand this. Output. No, it's the same as ever. Not 60. Yeah, exactly. It's weird. Looks fine over here. Huh. I mean, the thing is, with this capture card, like, I've never been able to record in 60 FPS consistently. Like, it's always like 59 around there. 59 or lower. Is watchable. I mean, that's great. I assume that much. You know what? Before I switch to, I think I'm gonna get a new capture card first. Mainly because this one has issues, but also I want to be able to record in the best quality possible when I eventually do switch over to the next Switch. Like my capture card just overheats during summer, and when it does that, the audio cuts out. And miraculously, it has not happened during a stream. Yeah, Sketch, I'm thinking the same thing. But like, even for Smash, I think it would be good, because the loading times are way better. And believe me, when I'm gathering footage, I'm like, at least 20% of the footage is just me waiting for the loading screen to be over. It's kind of crazy. Especially when you need to change layout for training mode, or you're going in between modes just to record things. It's really annoying. Yeah, like, the thing is, I'm also just not interested in the Mario Kart world whatsoever. Like, it's not my cup of tea. I'm just not interested in racing games and stuff like that. Like, the closest I've come to playing Mario Kart is like at a friend's house before birthdays when I was a kid, and that's about it. Like Mario Kart 64. And that was fun, but I'm like, I wouldn't play this on my own time, you know? And yeah, Smash is just full of loading screens everywhere. Like, especially when you have all the DLC, it's very long. It's extremely long. And those are way shorter on the Switch too. So that's like the main reason I'm considering it right now. Granted, they are doing... I'm guessing at this point that Metro Prime 4 is going to be like a holiday release at the end of the year. So I could wait until then. But that's like the only game I'm truly looking forward to. Xenoblade 4? I think Xenoblade 4 could happen. Or they can do like Xenoblade something. I don't know. I mean, I feel like whatever is going to happen next is going to take place on the new planet that formed at the end. Because they're definitely setting up for some shit. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Sakurai is currently working on the new Kirby Air Ride game, right? And I don't know if he would be willing to go back to Smash Bros. After that, you know? Like, you're finally free. Why would you go back? But I could also see him just do it because, you know, Smash is his baby or whatever. Yeah, like, as I said, there just isn't enough going on for on Switch 2 for me to get one. Although, like, the performance stuff is great. For sure. Freedom is already, yeah. All my homies hate Freedom. I have a feeling that we're not really gonna get any Xenoblade 3 stuff in Smash. Like, I feel like they could definitely add like the next Xenoblade protagonist into the game as DLC or as a newcomer or something to like advertise the next game. I feel like that's very possible, and it also feels like very on brand for Nintendo to do. Considering Corrin, for example, dropped DLC that didn't even have a game out yet, but also Roy, for instance. Franklin just did that. I mean, future Redeem Direct would be really cool, I agree. Yeah, I was gonna definitely need to warm up a bit. We're gonna have to say goodbye to a lot of handful of veterans because they're gonna get new movesets, that's why. Ah. I kinda doubt that Pyra Mythra will return. Like, it would be great, but also... Actually, I feel like Pyra Mythra might just replace Shulk as like the Xenoblade rep. Which sucks, because Shulk is also very cool, but... In terms of popularity, they definitely would, like, outclass them, I think. Yeah, third-party characters would definitely probably get the boots. Or at least the ones that definitely require, like, licensing and all that stuff. Yeah, I also seen the funny thing of, like, the reason why Pyra Mythra's costumes load instantly is because they were supposed to be a base game character. And you know what? I can kind of believe that. I could kind of believe that they were supposed to come like as a newcomer in the base game. But due to whatever, they ended up as DLC. I mean, I would also be sad if they actually did remove Pyra Mythra, but you know what? It's Smash. I'll always find a character to play no matter what. Like, that's just... I have so many franchises that I like that I'll definitely find somebody. Yeah, you definitely had one of the journeys ever. I mean, Pyra Mythra are generally just really good characters, but like they do have very pronounced flaws, I think. Just all around good top tier, you know? Nah, they're definitely hovering between top 5 and 10, but I don't think they'll ever be top 5 again. But, you know, maybe in 2026 people will realize that they're, you know, not top 5. I still don't understand why people have that, like, that opinion. Yeah, they have all the tools they need. And they do have a couple of weaknesses, but you can always work around them. For the most part. I mean, recovery is very difficult to work around. Sometimes you are legitimately just dead as soon as you're off stage. And you kind of have to pray that your opponent messes up. And that, you know what, that doesn't really happen as much at top level. You know what? The one thing that annoys me when I want to talk about their weaknesses is that people always hit me with the, oh, but you're forgetting about their strengths. And I'm like, no. If I'm talking about their weaknesses, I'm talking about their weaknesses. Like, their strengths aren't relevant in this discussion. It bothers me so much. Like, that's a whole different discussion you're starting now. It is very annoying. It happens frequently, man. It's like every time. Hello, Spiky. How you doing? Especially if I talk about Mythra. Oh my lord, dude. It's like, no, you're forgetting about how fast she is, and her foresight, and her supposedly really good frame data that isn't as good as you think it is. Like, no. Please. Shush. Yeah, no, they do. Yeah, and like when you're actually trying to have like a good, healthy discussion about their weaknesses, people just see it as downplaying it. It's just so annoying because You can't get past that barrier. It's so, like, you can, but it's really difficult. Like, because people will just assume. Yeah, like, if you compare Mythra's frame data to Marth and Roy and stuff, like, you realize that they're actually just faster than her in a lot of ways, which is very funny. Like, she only really has, like, the movement speed advantage, and that's about it. Roy is insanely fast for no reason now. It's crazy. You know, sometimes I don't really know if Mythra's gonna grab the ledge or not. Damn. Outplayed. I sure did. I sure saw the meme. Yeah, my hands are slipping like crazy. Yeah, Roy has like one of the best frame datas in the game. Especially for being a sword character, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, he definitely deserves it, yeah. Like, I'm very happy that Roy is like a top tier character. You know, a lot of jokes are, or memes are like way funnier when you're sleep deprived or like really really tired. Wait, watching those sets made you hate Roy? I think, honestly, I really like fighting Roy, but I also like play mainly swordies, so it's always like a swordy matchup, and swordy matchups are always fun, in my opinion. One thing I don't like though is like the side B killing at like 50 at the ledge. It's kind of crazy. It is hot in here. And it's not just me, haha. Actually, speaking of Spargo, has anything big been going on in the competitive scene recently? Because I've been really kind of plugged out of that for a while. Sparker destroyed Sonics twice? Nice. Good job. Yeah, like, I really don't think Aegis is a good place to start if you're just, like, starting out to Smash or something like that, because they're not the best at teaching you the fundamentals of the game, let's be real. You can get away with a lot of stuff. A good thing for Leo though. That's really nice. You ever cross yourself up? I really wonder how it's going to be when I actually start playing games, because my hands are kind of sweaty, unfortunately. Surely info you would like to know. You got your first Mythra jab block yesterday. Congratulations! I don't think I ever get them, but also I never go for them because I kind of expect my opponent's attack is what, so... Which sometimes bites me in the ass, I will admit. Nah, like, people have a really hard time taking Aegis throws in general. Like, forward and back throw are, like, really hard to tech for people. Which is why I love doing, like, back throw to platforms like this. Like, people don't tech, and then they die, you know? It's great. Or, like, they don't tech, and then they roll in addition, so you get even more time. It's just, yeah, it's crazy. It's very nice. Like, I think even offline people have a hard time with that. And I think it's mainly because you will back throw in situations where they're not expecting you to. And then you're like, oh wait, I'm not going off stage, I'm going on a platform. Which is great. Sometimes you just got a lightning bust, it's true. Yeah, like, jab blocks is generally not something I'm super fond of, mainly because, generally speaking, again, as I said, like, I feel like you shouldn't expect your opponent to miss techs a lot. Especially when you're playing against, like, mid or high level players. So it just kind of makes you look kind of silly when you're just standing there jabbing in place and like, oh wait, they didn't do what I wanted them to do, you know? You know, kind of why Blazing and Footstool stuff also kind of falls apart, because if the opponent didn't... If you're hard committing for the jab block after Blazing and Footstool, then you're like, you are not covering anything else. Footstools are pretty useful to have, yeah. You should definitely practice that. Like, both on and off stage. Especially with Pyra Mythra. Like, sometimes you can actually recover by footstooling people off stage, so it's just very nice. Oh. I forgot, last time I did something, last time I recorded something for a video, I set my Y button to shield. So that... Cool, okay. I forgot about that. Hello, JT. Also, Sketch, don't blame Rinku for that. It's not their fault. You're gonna be... Ooh, okay. Wait, what is it called? The, EE Smash Tournament. Not that I'm gonna watch, I think, cause, but, you know, in case I do. Oh, Lights Out is having a tourney. That's cool. Alright. Nice. Oh, speaking of Lights Out, did Tweak actually stop playing Smash? I don't remember. I remember Tweak because his Lights Out is a podcast and it reminded me of Tweak Talks. Streams on a Wednesday, just like me. Wow. Probably way later in the day, I would imagine. I mean, he's been going at it for a long time, I get it. Right, I see. I mean, that's honestly good for him. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I understand it. Like, I don't think I would want to compete in this meta either. Frankly, I think like just retiring and waiting until the next Smash game or something is probably the way to go. Or if you can, become a YouTuber or something. Yeah, it does. It does, and I don't even think I would say I have it. I just literally play the game to have fun and improve at my own pace. That's how I play this game for like, that's how I treated Smash for like the last 10 years or so. Or like 7, 8 maybe. You visited Louisiana and it was only Ness and Steve players. Yikes, dude. And it's like also like it takes a lot of passion and like motivation and drive to like actually compete with your with the characters you like versus just picking something that's good. Because a lot of people just pivot over to like Steve or something, and like I guess in a perfect world we're seeing top 8s with only Steve or something, but you know. You finally put 2 and 2 together, realizing that the developers are being pressured by publishers just so they can make more bank on DLC. Yeah. Yeah, like, I think, like, literally stopping yourself from comparing yourself to others is, like, you kind of have to. Because suddenly one day you're just gonna end up beating the people you struggled beating before, or, like, that beat you before. And you're just like, yeah, it's because you, like, just kept going at it at your own pace, and, perhaps your way let you improve faster than they did or something. Like, it's, you never know. I really want to get better at doing like tech chases with forward air, because it just perfectly sets up for tech chases sometimes on the side plats. There's just so much. Like, I think it's so cool that Edis is like pretty simple character, but if you want to, there's like so many things you can do
dig into if you want. Like, there's so many concepts, so many smaller things you can learn. I always love that. When, like, a top tier is, like, easy to play, but pretty difficult to master if you really want to, like, optimize. Yeah, my chair is squeaky. We love death, yeah. And like the people who think they don't have death, like you just didn't try, or you just don't care, which, you know, both is fair. Like, you do you both, but like, yeah, I know. I always loved like pushing my characters as far as I could, just experimenting with like literally everything they have. It's just fun. Yeah, like they had that figured out in Smash 4. Like you can you can fight against the same person online, you can switch characters on the fly. But I guess with the GSP system, they had to change that. Which, you know. I can't do it. I want to do it. No. And then you didn't go up. It's fine. Yeah, like, I feel like the GSP system was just... They tried to fix something that wasn't broken. In an attempt to, like, make a ranked system that didn't really work at all, actually. But, it's whatever. We talked about the GSP system enough, I think, over the years. Yeah, the Smash Bros. Generational trauma, I agree.
You'll get burned.
Oof. Yeah, I am I don't... You ever just think of something and you can't actually talk about it? I'm having like... The problem is that I always have like at least 5 thoughts at the same time that I want to get out, and I can't decide on which one I want to talk about. Hello, Spin. How you doing? Yeah, Ultimate was really rushed out the door, I think, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's the thing, like, because Aegis is so good in their eyes, they just downplay everything you're doing. It's really terrible. Like, wow, that sure makes me feel like I did that. Like, it's like you can't win. Like, if you're not winning with the top tier, then they're like, but why aren't you winning with the top tier? They're so broken. And if you win with the top tier, they're like, yeah, of course you won, they're broken. I'm like, okay. Okay, buddy. And, of course, if you play a top tier character, you can't have opinions either, because you're playing a top tier character. Most important. It devalues anything you said. How's the yapping going? Pretty well. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, it's really warm in my apartment, so I'm not doing super hot. Or that's a weird thing to say. But you know, it is what it is. I wanted to yap. It's been too long. Oh my god, Flitch high. Is that the Flitch from the Spindrift XC streams? Hot but not hot, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. But it's fine. It is fine. Anyway, we are just yapping for now. I might play the game at some point. It depends. I mainly just wanted to catch up with chat and have a good time. Oh, it happened. Oh, it actually happened. Can you guys still hear me, though? Please tell me you can still hear me. Okay. Yeah, the audio cut out on my end. Did it also cut out on your guys' end? Yeah. This is what I mean. My capture card's audio cuts out when it gets overheated. This is the first time it's happened live on a stream, actually. And there's nothing I can really do to fix it. Actually, nothing. So I'm sorry for the inconvenience. But, in that case, I'll just take off my headset, because then it means I'm not really listening to anything. It's very stupid. So, from now on, it's just going to be my voice. I'm sorry about that. I think that alone just means that I really should get a replacement. It's just awful. Yeah, man, she speaks fluent controller clicking. This is weird. I really hope this wouldn't happen ever. Yeah, now I can't use audio cues for anything. Dang. How hot? It's been like very close to 30 degrees Celsius recently. Tomorrow we're actually getting 30 plus and I'm actually gonna die. Am I able to put music in the background? Oh yes, I am. Probably. Okay, we're gonna... Okay, hold on. We can fix this. I'm just gonna mute the, okay. Air quality has been bad. Yeah, it's been extremely humid. And I'm like, wow, that's great. I love that for me. Yeah, Smash with no audio is wildly different. How do I do this? Desktop audio. Yes. Okay. So, God, I wish I didn't have to do this on the fly. Deaf gaming, Jesus. Really? That's crazy. I mean, yeah. I mean, America is America currently. What should we listen to? Didn't I get a funny... I think I got a funny playlist recently. God, my bookmarks are so long for no reason. How long is this one? Looks long enough. No, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I'm stressing out over this, actually. No, I didn't get a Switch 2 yet. I don't have a reason to. I mean, the only reason I would have is being able to play Switch 1 games on it for better load times and performance, but that's about it. Byleth is super fun to play. Like, out of all the DLC characters, I think Byleth is like actually the most like well-rounded and well-designed. It's really fun to fight against and really fun to play against too, in my opinion. Mia is doing surprisingly okay, actually. I mean, she's not sleeping on anything that's like warm. Like, she is on the floor. But God, this is so annoying. I didn't expect it to cut out this. What did we do then? Do 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 do. I mean, it's mostly a winter thing because the PS4 is warm, but not a fan of Violet's ease of breaking shield. I think it's nice. Just don't shield, bro. Let's see, video and audio. No, I think it's not widgets. What am I trying to add here? Media categories, right? Browser source? Is this the one? Add source? No, that's not what I was trying to do. New browser source, please. Actually, we could do something. Let me just look around for a bit. Sorry, I'm really sorry about the technical difficulties, but really couldn't do anything to avoid that one, unfortunately. It's just how my capture card is. Playlists. I do have. We can at least listen to some. Da 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 da. Where is it? No, I skipped past it. There it is. Okay, so the question then becomes, I already had the desktop audio as like a... if you're in OBS, I think you need the application audio source. Video and audio. Audio, no. Audio, no. That's not what I'm looking for. Weakness where Smash community. Yeah, like, clearly, Byleth has no weaknesses. Okay, I'm gonna try something real quick. So, let me just see. Where is it now? God, I hate how people add more music into your thingy. I have so much Castlevania music, actually. Man, it just has really good music. What can I say? Yes, this is perfect, actually. Okay, I'm gonna try something real quick. Do you hear this now? There's a lo-fi playlist. Is the audio levels good? Lo-fi soundbite 2, yes. Yeah, just Sephiroth is also one of those characters that I think are like good. Just fun to fight for the most part. He can be played in a really annoying way, which I don't like. But that's just people playing in degenerate ways online. You have a 9-hour-long lo-fi playlist. Yeah, no, this one is like 4 hours long. So okay, now we're vibing. I can't believe I had to do this. Anyway, let me scroll up a bit. I feel like I've missed something. Oh yeah, the seagulls. I agree. They've been kind of crazy recently. Smash community can't exploit weaknesses for their lives now. They would rather complain than actually do counterplay. Anyway, I think that's about it. Banjo-Kazooie are like so underwhelming as a DLC character. Like, I feel like the DLC up to that point have like set like at least an expectation, and that it just ended up being really underwhelming. No, I mean, I feel like the only way I can really dodge Sephiroth's neutral B is like with a ledge roll, because it has a lot of iframes and stuff, but otherwise, yeah, also depends on the charge. It's a lot. Oh, I have no audio. This is so weird. This is also why I haven't been playing Smash recently, because my capture card is just going to cut out the audio after like 30 minutes, so it's just annoying. Yeah, no, I definitely root neutral get at max charge before, but sometimes, worst case, I'll get hit by the sour spot, you know? What capture card do you have? Hold on. I can never quite remember the name of it. Does it go into display adapters? No, it doesn't. No. I know it's like wow. Imagine being able to recall things on your own. Couldn't be me. Isn't there like just a... Where would it even be? Wow. Like my content, thank you. Keep it up. Thank you. I haven't been making anything for a little bit, but it's always nice when people can pop in and say hello. Recalled? No, recall. As in remember. Wow. Where can I find it out? I know it's an AverMedia one. Like, it's one of the small ones, like the Live Gamer Portable thingamajigs. But I don't remember the exact... It is... that's not what it's called. Well, so I haven't listened to this playlist in a very long time. Oh yeah, Live Gamer Mini. Yes. That's the one. My capture card is the AverMedia Live Gamer Mini GC311. To answer your question, and from my experience so far, it has like serious issues with overheating that cuts out audio, as you've seen. So, never getting that again. I'm gonna have to look from a different thing. Will they still end up making a discount if they are in Smash 6? Yeah, of course. Of course I will. Yeah, I usually have a... I mean, I don't have a billion tabs open when I stream because I'm not using the browser, but, you know. When it comes to brute strength, they want to complain about the fears of getting grabbed, but never the frame data that comes afterwards? What do you mean by that? Pyra's side smash being faster than Ike's is dumb as hell. I mean, it's not as strong, right? I'm not sure, actually. At least percentage-wise. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, no, I mean, Pyra's is better, I agree. Are you going to overanalyze your potential changes in Smash 6? No. No. We're done with that. We're not done with that. But I think, like, as long as you focus on, like... I'm so sorry about that. I hate when people do this. As long as you focus on improving yourself, like, you will have the fundamentals to do really well in Smash 6 whenever it comes out. Yeah, ignorance is a big problem. And when you try to tell them things, they also don't want to listen, so they keep not knowing things. Yeah, I feel like the trade-off is better for Pyra. Like, Pyra's force smash is at least useful. With Ike, if you are using his force smash, it is like a huge call-out, and you can't really use it for punishes unless you are like... Unless it's a read, almost. BRB. Why do people say BRB in stream chats? Yeah. Like, God forbid you're not correct about something. Yeah, because that has to be competition too, you know. Everything is a competition. I can't hear anything. That's so weird. Are you sure the audio is fine on the music? Like, I'm not getting drowned out or anything, am I? All I have to go off of is the audio lines that I'm seeing, so... The audio mixer, I mean. It sounds good, okay. You know, I'm sometimes guilty of that too, like... But like, if I think I'm right, I will not back down. At all. Like, I will stand my ground on things if I know it. if I feel like I am correct. But, no, like... That's the thing, like, people... see, like... How do I put it? Not knowing things is a bad thing. But it just means that you have more to learn, and, you know, that's the thing. Maybe people don't want to learn. Maybe they just want to be good right off the bat. I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. I will see them as uninformed, and I want to inform them. But they're being so busy trying to convince me of something that just isn't true. And then we're just talking, then it's just talking to brick walls both ways. And I'm like, okay, great. Yeah, no, it gets to me too sometimes, Spin. It's like, it's annoying, but like, I'm just playing my favorite characters here, like, leave me alone. I mean, that's the thing, like, that's how I deal with, like, when I play fighting games, like, outside of Smash, like, anything that's happening is my fault. Always. Always. So, knowing that, it's at least it's on you to, like, make those changes. You know? And that's, like, the sort of mindset you should have with Smash Bros. As well. Although, you know, it can be a bit more difficult, because there are, like, more variables, I think. You know, Smash is 2D, but it's also 3D at the same time. It's that the criticisms were not being good right off the bat, so then learning is treated as a bad thing. Yes. Oh, did you get a mean bag in this in the stream last night? I mean, people are just gonna make fun of you if you're gonna be like super angry about losing. But with the audio issue today, I'm probably not gonna actually play any people. I'm just gonna chill in training mode and chat to you guys while having some lo-fi for a bit. But this is like, oh, early in the stream, yeah, right. I did join a bit later, yeah, yesterday. But this is like probably the biggest indicator that I just need to get a new capture card ASAP. So I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't think I'm gonna stick with AverMedia again after this. But I don't really know what else to go for, because AverMedia is like, it's cheaper than most other brands. And like, my first experience was so good that I just went for AverMedia again. But what I didn't take into consideration is that it was 8 years since the last time I bought something from them. So like, I haven't been, since I got back from vacation, I haven't really been playing video games that much, and it's because of my my capture card being the way it is. Like, I'm not going to be able to enjoy my games with audio anyway, so why should I even play? Yeah, like, lashing out is something you should definitely avoid at any cost. Like, it just isn't nice for the other person. Like, they just did things more correctly and won. Like, that's it. That same friend, I played one game of Dark Pit against him and he immediately SD'd all his stocks. Yikes. Enjoy your ruby. I really want to make a montage with this song one day, but I feel like I need to get like the hyperst clips, you know? I don't want it to be like boring. Ruby's Peak. I haven't watched it since like season 2 or 3 or something. It's kind of a girl squad, yeah. What? I keep forgetting that I have shield on my Y button now. Oof. Yeah, I had shield on Y because I was doing it for I was recording something in training mode for the Promise Revolt video, and I forgot to change it back. Listen, when you're trying to record things and you only have yourself, you kind of have to make some changes to your layout, you know? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm hoping so too, but like the thing is, like, I posted it under AverMedia Reddit like a couple of years ago, and like there was a lot of other people who had the same poor problem as me, and they were like, "Did you find a solution?" I'm like, "No, no." I think if I want to continue using this capture card, I need to have like cooling around it, and that sounds so dumb. Like, why should I get a cooler system for my capture card? Yeah, they apparently are. Like the first live gamer portable I got, like back in 2013 or something, was really good. Like, I didn't have any problems with it, like, until I wanted to finally start streaming later on, and it couldn't handle that, but it still works for recording stuff. So, yeah. Also, I just looked at the website, and apparently they've done, like... Let me see if it was like, what? Yeah, AI streaming and stuff, and I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know. Like Rinku is not responsible for you running into a Sonic, is what is what. I mean, capture card would be worth it if you. I don't know. It depends on what you want to use it for. Like, for me, it was always for YouTube shenanigans, and I'm definitely gonna continue doing that moving forward. So I should get a new one. When is the Yesterday's MK Leo's Edis video coming? I don't know. I didn't know about it. I have not been up to speed with the competitive scene for a while now. Yeah, USB 3 is a bit of a problem. Yeah. Like, I feel like like, my desire with, like, YouTube stuff is, like, I always wanted to, like, make guides and stuff, which I'm still doing, and I have been doing, and it's been great. But You ever just forget what you're gonna say mid-sentence? I love my brain sometimes. Yep, it's gone. Alright. Okay. Great. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, because I've been wanting to, like, give something back to that people can always, like, use. You should hug your brain for all the good it does you. I don't think that's what it needs. But yeah, like, I just wanted, because to me, like, guides is always, like, something useful. Like, that's something people can always use. And, like, to me, that's, like, content that is, like, meaningful to do. And now, after, like, I mean, I guess I've been playing Smash Bros. For, like, 15 years minimum. Like, I do have the experience to back up all the other things that I'm talking about now. So, like, I feel like, I don't know, I guess I just feel competent enough to, to do the things that I'm doing, you know? So I can actually teach people also. Although I'm unsure if the way I teach is, like, the best way to go about it, but I do try. It's a learning process for me too, you know? Yeah, like, sometimes the things you yap about is useful for someone out there. So, like, I feel like it's always, like, a good idea. Somewhat. I mean, I know it's worked for some people, but I can't always articulate what I want to say super well, unfortunately. And it may, like, make some things a bit more complicated than they need to be. Yeah, like, I'm always just trying to impart knowledge and, like, try to explain concepts in a way that people understand. Yeah, like, I'm talking, like, when I say teach, I mean, like, I'm talking about, like, one-to-one stuff that I've been doing for, like, the past couple months. Like, the video format is, like, I'm always trying to break down concepts at least a little bit so anyone can do as a starting point. Like, at least in videos, because, yeah, like, if I want to break down a concept completely, then I need, like, probably 30 minutes or more. But I always want them to be bite-sized so anyone can watch them and, like, hopefully grasp enough so they can start exploring the concept themselves, you know? Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to give people the rundowns on certain topics. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the lo-fi. I actually haven't given this list, like, a complete listen before. You refuse to let ADHD take full control of your brain. It leads me to a lot of trouble for me as a kid. I mean, same. But, like, it also leads to, like, it also leads to a lot of good things. Mostly good things. Like, I really think I have the ADHD to thank for, like, the best ideas I have had. When you want to, yeah. I mean, same, but, like, it's not consistent. It's trying to give back to the community that gave him pretty much nothing. True, it is a pretty thankless job, I agree. But I'm doing it because I like it. And frankly, it's been like, it's not, I mean, how do I put it? Like, I feel really good about it when someone just comes up to me and be like, "Hi, your videos helped me for this and that, and now I can go 2-on-2 at my local or whatever." I'm like, that's great. That feels really good. Or if I can see people actually like improve when I'm playing with them, for example, that also feels very nice to see. You know, just it's very giving for me anyway. Is what I'm trying to say. Even if nobody's actually giving me something. It usually doesn't help your day to day, but it is a massive buff to things you want to do. Yeah, no, like I do sometimes I do feel very blessed having it. I don't remember if I saw that, but good job. Yeah, this is Drifting Soul. Yeah, like sometimes, or a lot of times, the stuff I talk about can be applied not just in Smash, but outside of Smash too. Like, yeah. Like, I was really surprised when I saw, like, I think I talked about like the concept of like getting used to like losses and actually viewing them as a learning experience, like as a good thing. And I saw like Pro Chara from like the Splatoon community, like he also makes a lot of videos on Splatoon, just coming into my comment section and be like, yo, that's a good video, dude. I'm like, what the fuck, you? Hello? And like, yeah, this is really good for like just competitive stuff in general. I'm like, wow, nice. But like, yeah, I am very like content with the way I present stuff and all that stuff. Which reminds me, the educator Pokemon, that's me. Yeah. Like I just want a lot, how do I say it? I just want people of any, like, regardless of like what character you play in this game, I want people to be able to gain something from whatever video they're watching of mine. And I think they do. Even if I don't say like, hey, you can apply this to anybody, like people still apply it to anybody. So, by the way, guys, since I have you here, but like, I do have a couple of videos that I want to do on the back burner, including something not Smash related that I might do. I'm not sure yet. It depends. But like, I've been wanting to do a tier list of Pyra's moves because that just sounds fun. What letter? Where did I get that idea? Not from you, actually. Funnily enough, it's been like a thing I've been wanting to do for like at least a year or more. And then someone finally made like a tier list with good images, and I'm like, now I can do it. I didn't want to make it. I didn't want to make the images myself. Yeah, F tilt and down tilt are S tier. I agree. Yeah, they're just that good. Actually, jab I also think is S tier. Actually, no, A tier. Jab has this stupid problem. Like, it's really fast. It's like it's like one of Pyra's fastest moves. Like, it is their fastest move. But like, jab 2 is just so ass. I hate jab 2 with a passion. I don't remember sketch. I don't remember who made it. Rank every move in the game? No, dude. That's like something Mockrock would do, I think. I could definitely see him do that. Like, jab 2 can be shield grabbed. It's just that bad. Like, if Aegis ever like jabs your shield, you can grab them after jab 2. Every time. Depending on your character's frame data, of course, but like, holy crap. Or like, if I'm jabbing Game & Watch's shield, like, he can just up B in the middle. I'm like, wow. Like, the funny thing is, like, they patched it so that it's more consistent, but then they didn't do it. They didn't do enough. It still sucks. So that's why I would put it in like A tier. It's like it's still really good. Like it kills. It does a lot of damage with rapid. It's amazing. But like, that's why I would put it in A, personally. He can, but usually when you're doing a multi-hit on shield, you won't really be able to like act before it's over most of the time. But for some reason with Pyra and Mythra's jab, you can just hit them after jab 2. Dash attack, I'm not really sure where I would put it because it is really good. It's so freaking big. And like the wind up is so slow that you can use it with punishing. It's so good. Like, yeah, I feel like I am of like the opinion that Pyra doesn't really have any bad moves per se. That you just need to learn how to use them. Yeah, she just like this wind up just makes you able to like, yeah, literally whiff punish things. Like it is one of my favorite things to do for landings because you can just run up and then they will just throw out an aerial thinking they can hit you, but no, you're still in the wind up animation and you just boom. It's really good. Yeah, definitely very good. Like, honestly, Pyra having a frame 3 jab is crazy for what she is. I mean, Photon Edge is just gonna go in the garbage bin, like, garbage bin tier. Let's be real here. Well, except you can't really use jab as an outer shield option most of the time. Like, frame 48 isn't gonna punish anything, unless you're parrying. But, let's be real, I don't think you're parrying much of anything. I find that strangely, as the game like got older and I played it more, parrying just became harder and harder to do. I remember at like the first year of Smash Ultimate, I was parrying like everything. And now I'm like, I don't really go for parries a lot of the time. Situational? Yeah, I guess that's something you could say about it. It's definitely one of the moves ever. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, I definitely talked about it before. If not on stream, then definitely in conversations and Discord and stuff. But I got to a point where I avoid using shield as much as possible. I would rather move around my opponent's attacks than actually shield. And because of that, I don't really parry anything because pulling up shield and dropping shield is extremely slow, right? Like, it doesn't look that bad, but dropping shield is like 11 frames, man. Like, if you're committing to a parry, you're stuck there for a little bit. Which is enough for people to actually mess you up really big time. Rinku, we've talked in the Discord so many times. And also DMs. What are you talking about? Yeah, like I think I only really shield a lot if I'm like flowcharting or like autopiloting. And when I'm not autopiloting, like I'm not shielding that much. Like doubly so because Pyra's and Mythra's outer shields just suck. So like I would rather not have to deal with that. It's become a way for me to work around it. You had to be a member or someone I know. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. I love Uriah. You know what I should do? I should continue my playthrough of Xenoblade 2 at some point. I just kind of forgot about it. But yeah, no. And I think the reason for this shift with movement is because has made it really hard for me to like parry and also Futsura shield because I'm not shielding. I'm not shielding. So like I've been thinking about maybe I'll just try to footstool people when they're doing landing aerials instead, which might be difficult, but I've been thinking about it. Like if they're gonna land in front of me with an aerial that didn't hit me, I might as well try to like footstool them, you know? I swear you joined way earlier than that, Rinku, but it's fine. What's my favorite area in Xenoblade 2? Uriah. I still have like, I remember vividly when when you first after the cutscene with after you fight Zeke and he falls down the thing, like you're just standing on the cliff and the music kicks in and like it's gorgeous, man. I was really stunned. Like the colors are so good, the visuals are so pretty, and the music is just amazing. Just love the Uriah aesthetic. Yeah, I really want to implement it too, but I need to implement it in a way that works for me. You know what? That actually makes sense, because I think around that time I invited like a couple of people to my server at the same time. So yeah. Because I think it was you, Sketch, Cereza when she was still here, and there was a couple of other people too, but yeah, that's the thing. It feels like it's been there forever, but I think it's just because we talked so much. Yippee, friendship. But like, I think especially with the perspective of like autism and ADHD, I realized that I need to find my own way of implementing concepts, because what people tell me doesn't work. Like when I have implemented concept, it's always been in my own way, just randomly. No, I'll check them out later. Usually when people send me a bunch of links at once, I tend to get overwhelmed and I don't do anything about it. But yeah, no. So I think right now, like Puzzle Donor is the thing I want to implement the most, but I need to find a way for it to work for me. That's like, yeah, find a way to implement it that works with the way I play the game, essentially. Because, yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting. Yeah, it's fine. It could be worse. Ooh. There's the Morardane that disappeared. Schrodinger's Morardane. I will. I assume I will like them. I don't know if you experience it too, but sometimes I feel like there's just With Pyra, there's just so many concepts at once that I feel like I forget about them. Or, yeah, it's literally that, actually. There's just so many things I'm always wanting to do that I'm just, oh, yeah, I forgot about this thing that I did. Like, I don't know when it happened, but at some point I stopped using Flame Nova at all. Like, I use it for, like, shield pressure on platforms, and that's about it. But, like, I remember I used to use it for edge guarding. I used to, like, use it for catching air dodges when they do neutral or something. Neutral air dodge. Don't really do that much anymore. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And, like, I only start using it like that again if I remember to. But, like, if I don't, then it doesn't happen. Like, they're always in the back of my head, but, like, I feel like I need to trigger them somehow. And eventually, like, it just subconsciously happens sometimes, and suddenly I've implemented a new concept. I didn't practice for it or anything, it just happens. And, you know, a lot of it is just gut feeling based. Like, sometimes my gut tells me to do a thing, and then I'll do it, and suddenly I've found a new thing that I didn't think about. Yeah, I agree, Kimari. That's what it's kind of like for me. Like, yeah. At this point, I've accumulated so many things, you know, that I'm just... sometimes I forget the basics, actually. And I'm trying to play 4D chess, but I don't need to. I guess it's one way to put it. Like, I still remember, extremely randomly, I was playing as a snake, and I think it was like either down tilt, up tilt, or like up throw or something, that sent him to the top plat, and instinctively I just knew to go for like down air for tech chasing, and I hadn't done that yet. Like, I hadn't even done that yet, but my brain was already there, you know? And, you know, that became like a hallmark, at least of my gameplay, I think. Like, I do it a lot. Where I just set up tech chests on the top platform and stuff. It's, like, it just became a thing. And I feel like that's how it goes a lot. It's something, yeah, it just came to me. Yeah, I did. Like, I made a video of like, whoa, look at this. I just did this randomly, and yeah, it became really big. And I think the same thing happened with like the down air double dip stuff, where like, if instead of just doing down air into something, I'll just down air, wait for an air dodge or a tech roll or something, and then just down air again. And now up smash will kill, but it couldn't kill before. Oh, it's just, there's so many small things. Yeah. It is very silly, and it just kills very early for no reason. But it's mainly for those scenarios where I get a down air, but up smash doesn't kill yet, so I'm just resetting and doing it again. It's very silly. But it's one of my favorite things. I have a lot of favorite things about this character. But, you know. I really should play Smash soon. Like, with people, I mean. But, Pyra is peak, I agree. Speaking of peak, I've been wanting to play Ike recently too. Going back to the roots a bit. Because I think with everything I've learned ever since, I think I could do a lot of fun things with him too. Like, I don't think I could play him like I play Pyra, but it could be something close. Ike is fun, yeah. I mean, I played Ike for like 3 games in a row. It's really freaking fun. But yeah. That's the thing, like Pyra, no, not Pyra, but Ike was like the predecessor. Actually, I think Byleth feels like between Ike, Pyra, and Byleth. I think Byleth feels like the best when it comes to like heavy punishes for like habits and stuff. But Pyra is pretty close. I'm not really sure which one is more satisfying between the two of them. But like hitting someone with like down smash or down air or something with Byleth is just so satisfying. How did that hit? I mean, yeah. Pyra wins in the movement department out of all three of them. Dude, it's so fluid and fun and like do you guys want to know a fun fact actually? So I mean, I feel like you guys probably would know, but like I love to double jump with Pyra in neutral, or use her double jump a lot in general. Like, of course it's for movement purposes, but also it's one of those options I do because she just looks so graceful doing it. You know? It's very silly. Like, I love instant double jumping, like, backwards. For example. Like, I do this a lot. It just feels nice. Yeah, no, it's very clean animations. I love them. Yeah, frog, that's me. Like, I love the backflip. It's so, like, smooth and graceful and all that stuff. Fluid. Yeah, I like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like the double jump animations fit Pyra a lot more because she's floatier. Like, it doesn't look bad on Mythra per se, but I feel like it looks way better on Pyra. And it feels so good when like I'm just double jumping like this and I land slowly and then I just punish people for something. Yes. So I don't think that's something that's going to disappear anytime soon. Just love it so much. Also, it adds some flair, you know? Like, I'm just expressing myself. Hello, Omega. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. If you're wondering why we're having lo-fi music, it's because my capture card audio cut out. Lightning Buster just looks very nice, I agree. Oh my god, there's switch sounds in here. I don't know, yeah. Like, I feel like the double jump is like what, like, I mean, the regular jump looks very very fluid too, but like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Pyra is just so fluid and fun to play, and I'm like, what do you mean she's slow? She's not. Oh. Sometimes I'll use my double jump in neutral and I get hit and I'm off stage and I die, but that's just how it is sometimes. Like, I deserve that for using my double jump in neutral. But when that doesn't happen and I actually manage to like weave around things, it just feels so good. Like, I feel like Pyra is like the definition of just weaving in and out of things. Like, you can do that. Like, I feel like mastering your movement is like such a big deal. If you can't move with Pyra, you have a long way to go. That's true. I love the little twirl. I don't know, I love doing this, like, full hop neutral beat like this. Especially when they're on platforms, and in shield, I just love doing, like, short hop neutral beat like this, because it hits their shield, but they still can hit you for it. It's amazing. Pyra Cup, exactly, yeah. Helicopter. Yeah, see, like, I am unfortunately in the boat that has lost, like, all my confidence edgeguarding with this, and I am just hitting people with downer anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm, like, really surprised at people who just do it every time, and I'm like, how are you so confident with this thing? Yeah, that's when in my experience, it works a lot less often than you'd like. And that's probably on me, to be fair. But, is this Tantal? Yeah, I am very confident in my 2 frames and just hitting people below ledge in general. So, like, that's what I'll do. But, like, depending on connection and who I'm playing against, like, it can be very difficult sometimes too, so. Speaking of Pyra double jump, by the way, something I like to do for timing down air is IDJ and then down air. I do this a lot. I think it works really well. For the most part, anyway. There's like so many different ways you can actually time 2 frames with her. I should probably make a video on it at some point. But, like, most importantly, you gotta be watching your opponent, because if you're not, you're just gonna be like, down here, down here, down here, down here, and, like, you're just lucky if it hits at that point, you know? Understandable. It is a good song to have as you learn, I'm sure. A down air machine, understandable, sir. Have a down air. I know this is gonna sound really mean sketch, but what gave you that idea? I do think it's a bit of a problem, yeah. Probably. This song is really good, damn. This remix. Like you couldn't dare to neutral B Link or me Sword Fighter. No, you shouldn't. Like, using neutral B against up Bs that have a hitbox is like not a good idea in my opinion. And that's why I'd rather like 2-frame people instead. Hello, Akaru. Yeah, we're doing some training mode lo-fi yapping because my capture card audio cut out, so I'm not playing people today. Yeah, apparently it's time for me to get a new capture card. You know, 2-framing people is a lot harder when you don't have audio. I just realized. It's not a fact sketch. You are assuming things. That's the thing. We talked about this at length. You're nowhere near as bad as you think you are. And yeah, you are just proving his point, unfortunately. Also, reminder, this is not like an attack or anything. Just, it's really not. I want to practice that too. It's so sick. I have like too many concepts I want to implement. And I'm implementing none of them because I'm not focusing on anything. Hashtag multitasking, am I right? Ooh. Yeah, Omega, we're having 30 degrees this week as well. It's absolutely killing me. I'm having like minimum like 2 liters of water every day and I'm still cooked. It's terrible. No, not the only. It's more than enough for me. Listen, I live in Scandinavia. It's very not hot here normally. My heat tolerance is like negative. Good for you guys. Good for you guys. Yeah, the Shinix goes. We're feeling cold out, Spindrift, I see. I mean, yeah, you're also not as bad as you think you are. I feel like that goes for a lot of people too. Like, they're just assumed they're bad for some reason. And I know that repeated losses can also feel like you're bad, but like, as long as you're learning something from it, no. This baseline though. I really want to see if I can actually lab something out from like Sour Spot Downer or like low percent. Exactly, like 30 degrees feels like 40 to me. Like whenever we go on vacation to like warmer climates, I'm literally like dying every time. Like, people are like, if we go to the beach or something, I'm always underneath like a parasol reading something or playing video games or whatever. I'm not participating in the sun, I'm sorry. That's nice, yeah. Like, beating people who you had trouble with before is like one of the biggest indicators. Like, either you got way better than them, or they just didn't improve. Which I know it sounds like the same, but you know, you improved faster than them. Yeah, I've had that experience too. Like, I remember I had a bracket demon in Smash 4 who would just beat me over and over, and like, I didn't grind out the matchup or anything. I just kept trucking at it, improving at certain aspects, and the next time I met them at a regional or something, I 2-0'd them, and it felt so good. It was great. But yeah, like, yeah, no, it's a great experience. Yeah, those are... I think those goals are a bit too vague. Also, yeah. Like, I feel like if you're going to improve, you need to, like... You need to be able to... You need to be more comfortable with losing, first and foremost, but you need to be able to learn from your, like, losses. And, like, actually be able to see what's going wrong, and then think about what you can do differently. Which is a skill in itself, and I know it takes a lot of time to develop, like... Sorry, what talks are we talking about here? Alright, since we don't hear the music in game, I can actually reset all the time. That kind of works. I want to be able to, like, do combos with Sour Spot Downer, but it's so easy to get, like, the sweet spot for some reason. Yeah, I like that. Why can I not get the jump afterwards? What's happening? No? Don't want to jump? That's fine. Yeah, that's not it. Don't think that's the thing. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like getting Sour Spot Downer is like not something I usually try to combo out of because it's so far away. Also, I usually use it while I'm drifting away from people, so maybe not. A Nia cameo. What do you mean that missed? That was perfect. I'm sad. Yeah, it could be. But I feel like Sketch isn't bad enough to require CPU practice, I don't think. In my opinion, anyway. Not that fighting CPUs is bad, but I generally think that fighting actual people is better practice. Like, fighting CPUs can be good for, like, movement and execution stuff, because you're in, like, a more safe environment, but, I don't know. Okay. I'm not getting my jumps. This is annoying. There we are. Yes. Yeah, no, quick play, if you want to improve, it's not really the way to go. If you just want to play the game, sure. Quick play is fine. But if you want like good quality matches that can help you improve, it's not the way to go. Like the match quality is like so inconsistent. Also, like the people you find may not even be that great, so I don't know. Asking for help has never been my strong suit. Same. But that's also something you just have to learn at some point. But also, I was lucky enough to have like a group of friends that I always played Smash with, like through Smash 4 and early Ultimate. And we always worked hard to prove each other. So there's that, like in real, in person, I mean. Back when everyone played Smash, but finding your people and communities, yeah, exactly. I know that's kind of difficult in this day and age. I feel like it's actually more difficult than ever, despite the internet being the way it is. But as far as I'm concerned, you have a lot of resources. Like, I'm not always available, but, you know, a lot of other people are. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess that's just a neurodivergent experience, isn't it? You could be going to a local in 3 weeks, see how it goes. Yeah, I hope it goes well for you. I've been considering going to a local myself, but I guess we'll have to see. I've been sitting a certain way for too long, and now my legs hurt. It's fine. Especially at that age, I think it's just really difficult, because
I mean, it's just that era. It's literally just that era, you know. Like I don't think I even found like my group of people until like I was like far into my 20s. So like, not to discourage you or anything, but I know how hard it is. Can you teach me how to do offensive ledge trapping? I've been searching for a video. Oh yeah, I've been wanting to do that too. Because there's a lot to implement there as well. I'll put a pin in that. Hold on. Let me do a funny. I'm just gonna open a document in my Notion and it'll be there for whenever I'll do that. Right now, I don't think I could teach you anything. Because ledge trapping is a lot about keeping track of what the options your opponent have picked and making use of that knowledge. How does that work? Pyra is so silly. Can you send me the video? I don't have one. I don't have one. I was saying that I will want to make one at some point. Because it is an aspect that people should know about and learn more. But like as a general tip, I just want to say that like you should try to keep track of what different options your opponents is picking off the ledge. And yeah, if they're a good player, they'll cycle through options more often. I love how you guys are just straight up having a conversation in chat. I don't mind really for today, but... I'm still not used to having air dodge on Y. That's kind of crazy. I think it helps to not just think of, oh, me doing this causes this reaction. Think more so about their intentions. Yeah, that does help. But like, yeah, I feel like that's like the basic of like ledge trapping. It's just the keeping track of what the opponent likes to do off the ledge, essentially. Because if you know that, then you're pretty good to go, actually, for a lot of things. Yeah, think you keep track of it, and also think about the why. Yes. Because if you can figure out why they're doing certain things, you can actually bait those things because you know why they're doing it, kind of thing. Like if you're playing as an Aegis player and they keep doing like
like this off the ledge, when you're standing close to it, then they're doing it because they want you to get away from the ledge. Like, so if you standing here makes them do that, then you can exploit that, you know, for example. But yeah, I'm trying to keep things surface level. Like, don't really need to go super in depth about this thing, but yeah. This is I really should use these songs in my videos at some point. This has been so nice. Well, good job on placing 7. Oh, do you mean you need help against ledge trapping? Against letting ledge trapped? Because that's an entirely different thing. Oops. Because I think if you're getting ledge trapped, then that requires a lot of patience to get out of. Because you like if you panic and just pick an option, then you're probably definitely 100% gonna die. And that's kind of what you're looking for a lot of the time, especially Samus. Wait. Hold. So you know how Mythra can like when you have the opponent like around this area, you can just keep why did I miss? You can just keep looping them because you will do the up E1 and then grab ledge. I haven't really been exploring that with Pyra as much, but I think you can probably do a similar thing. Anyway, not to derail your conversation or anything, but also, yeah, playing Samus and trying out ledge trapping for yourself will also teach you a lot of things. For sure. But it's all about playing the player and not the character, I think. But I know that can be difficult for some people as well. Like yeah, knowing the matchup is good and all, but it doesn't matter if the other player is outplaying you anyway, you know? Yeah. Like, that's why people will go into training mode and lab out stuff against the character they're struggling against, you know? Not that you really have that option in Smash Bros, because training mode sucks, so you have to get, like, experience against just playing against that character anyway, but, playing one character will likely give players bad habits? Not necessarily, no. Oh. Yeah, no, I've also spent like way too many hours in this training mode, and it sucks that it's like no, so far below like the standard. I mean, the fact that like SDI and DI doesn't even work in the menu is even worse. Ooh. That is a side B. Unfortunate. Yeah, also, like, that's why I want to say, like, quick play is, like, really good way to just find people to play with, but if you want to play a certain matchup, it's really not the way to go, because people just will just one and done you, regardless of, like, they won or not. So you kind of have to reach out to people if you want to learn certain matchups sometimes, and that can be a little bit of a struggle. Once edge guarded hero with Pyra's up B. Nice. Also, Matchbox requires too much effort, is the thing. In my opinion, at least. I know I'm biased because ADHD and stuff, but I would rather just reach out to somebody I already know or go on quick play than use Matchbox. Matchbox has too many steps. Also, if you just want to play people, like, you don't really want to do all this striking and all that other tournament stuff, like, yeah, there's just too many other things in it that I don't enjoy. Oh yeah, I guess at least match is like one of the best ways to check, like, okay, how good is my advantage state actually? Or disadvantage. Well. I'm not sure if any of this is gonna stick, Rinku, but go off. Yeah. Quick play is just, funny like that. That's him, that's the app god. But also, Sketch is like a visual person too, so I don't know if a lot of text is going to be helpful in general. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's just Aegis in a nutshell, though. You just have to play really well and not make any mistakes, and then the character's like top 10.
And just hope you don't get in a situation where your weaknesses are apparent. Hello, Jamie. What time is it? Oh, okay. I don't think I'll be going for much longer. If you go in a Leech match and you don't run into Samus, that's insane, actually. At least in my region, it's pretty common. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, for real. Honestly, I've been really enjoying just sitting here in training mode, listening to lo-fi yapping with you guys. It's been really good, actually. We should do this more often. I probably would have been playing people, but capture card is being funny. Yapping is fun, I agree. I really want to make a video about, like, using... I feel like I've been trying to... taking notes just doesn't work for me. Yeah, no, I'm the same. I'm the same, Sketch. I need someone to literally show me what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, just literally just show me what I'm supposed to be doing so I can learn from that. But, or I'll just figure it out on my own by playing the game, which is also very often. But yeah, I think if I'm gonna make notes for you ever again, Scutch, I'm gonna probably get some images or visuals to go along with them. Because, yeah. I gotta... What is it called? Gotta accommodate your needs, too. Because people are different and need different things. This one specific noise they use in the soundtrack, it just sounds like the stupid Switch noise Nintendo uses during presentations. Yeah, like, okay, you gave me a list. Lists are like my kryptonite. I needed something else. Like, now I'm just overwhelmed of all the things I need to do. I feel like I was talking about something. Who's to say what that could have been? Not again! They keep doing this sound. I can't unhear it. Like, the soundtrack isn't ruined, but I can't unhear it. I mean, Sketch, how are you doing the roar back air? Like... that's a RAR near again. Yeah, it's like, do you need an input display or like... Because there are videos out there that show you like every single input you need to make. None of them work. Nothing that works for you, huh? How do people do that again? I remember there was one thing that you used the C-stick for, but I can't remember now. Yeah, honestly, I feel like if people play Smash, they should also at least try a fighting game for a little bit, because you're gonna learn so much. I love this little thing. Sometimes I'll just RAR consecutively like this. It's very fun. But, yeah, because in my mind, you can RAR in like 2 different ways. Like, there's the... Hold on. We are talking about this, actually. Like, because you have to turn around, and during the turnaround frames, you jump and then back here, right? So, like, if you slow down to whatever speed you need, because you turn around, and like during the turnaround frames, you just jump and A and the other direction. Yeah, no, Smash is extremely deep. It's really difficult to get down. Like that's the one way I like. That's the way I use. Like I just during the turnaround frames, I'll back air, and that's like something you just gotta get the timing of. And there's the other version that uses the C-stick. I don't remember how, actually. Actually, while we're here, let me try it. Let me try it out, actually. Maybe it is really difficult for Gren, and I just never tried it before. Greninja. Yeah, Smash just has so many variables to it that you just need to learn by playing the game, essentially. Yeah, I don't think... Like, the thing is, like, if you go from Smash to a fighting game, there's a lot of transferable skills they can use there. But I just don't feel like fighting games has as many, like, transferable skills over to Smash again. And that's why you'll see people like Leffen do really well in fighting games, and not vice versa. Anyway, what's the kill percent for this? If there is any. Or the combo. Oh, okay. Well, not that. Let me just try it real quick. Really have to think about that one. Holy shit. Oh, no, that's not the one. Works at 0. Okay. Well, Jesus. Okay, let's do it at 0. Oh yeah, dash attack has a lot more knockback than I thought it did. Yeah, this roar backer is getting very difficult to put in. There it is. It didn't connect though. I'm getting it, but I'm not getting the full hop, I don't think. which I'm not sure if you need or not. There it is. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. It's more difficult than I thought. But yeah, for this combo, I think you actually need to use the turnaround method that I talked about earlier, like the turnaround, and then during the turnaround frames, you turn around, like you jump and back here. So it probably would help to do this in slow motion. Something like that, I don't know. Something like that, yeah. Yeah. That's not a thing, okay. I love how... That's an actual problem I have. Is like when I'm labbing something, I usually get distracted. And I immediately go to something else that I found more interesting. But, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you for this one, like, other than, like, trying to practice it at slower speeds. Yeah, if you don't even see the turnaround, they're doing it extremely quickly. Like, that's when you know they're doing it as fast as they can. Which I don't think you need to here. It doesn't feel like that. Like, I don't think I'm doing it as fast as I can. And I'm still getting the true combo there, as you can see in the counter. But for me, it feels like a timing thing. Like, a certain amount of time after the dash attack, you can do it. Hello. We're currently talking about Greninja RAR back air. Oh, that's a slow grab. Holy crap. Yeah. I feel like I'm getting the timing of it, but, yeah, no, it's just something you, I think it's... You use the timer, oh, I see. I mean, like, even when I'm recording specific things for a video, I'll still just get distracted. It's very funny. Yeah, maybe I'll try. I don't know, timers generally don't work for me. Yeah, doing this is kind of nice actually. I kind of like it. Something about it feels very fun. I'm keep getting down tilt when I'm trying to... Oh my... Dash deck. Down tilt back is true at 43%. That's it. Cool. But yeah, I feel like I would actually have to see some footage from you or something to figure out what you're actually doing wrong. Because sometimes with stuff like this, you're doing the inputs too early or too late. Because if you do it too late, I feel like you'll get something else, or you'll buffer like a forward air or something because you did it too early. I don't know. It's complicated. But having the funny attention deficit mental illness is very fun. Sometimes I wonder how I even got, like, through school. Spoiler, I didn't. "11-year-old me thought this character would be fun." And, I mean, I think they will be. Also, he really has, like, 0, like, airspeed, I feel. You just go nowhere. This is high jumper. Yeah, no. Greninja is extremely demanding to play. So it's probably gonna take a while to see the results you want. That's cool. Huh, doing the RAR feels pretty nice. It feels like a timing thing to me. The more I do it, like, oh, that's not true anymore. Okay. But you'll get it. You'll get it for sure. I still do recommend doing it at slower speeds, just to at least see what you're doing wrong, maybe. I don't know. This forward air is like so freaking slow. I really respect people who play this character because trying to do landing forward air like as a shield pressure thing is difficult. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Isn't it like landing near the forward air or something? I feel like that was one of his skill confirms. Yeah, something like that for sure, for sure. Like if we get the sour spot. Dude, his jump is so high. I know you've been playing Richter recently. Any tips on how to beat them as an Aegis player? Good question. I don't really play that matchup very much, but I want to say that you want to get in on him as soon as you can, because Richter doesn't really have any good boxing tools, and when you get in on them, they also can't really set up their like items and stuff. And like foresighting the cross and stuff is important with Mythra. Because you can always just, when they use the cross, you can always just roll into them and then you'll get like a free punish almost every time. Edgeguard is obviously very big. Like, Richter's recovery is terrible. So, like, you can always, as soon as you get them off stage, you can always pressure them off stage. But like, as of the specifics, I don't really have much to add on that right now. Yeah, they can be real difficult to do stuff about. Where's Richter, man? I don't remember what this color is, but I pressed L twice. Like, I feel, the thing is, like, I feel like Richter has a pretty good time against Pyra, in general. Because Pyra doesn't really have any good ways to get in outside of, like, patiently moving forward, slowly, through all the things. Mythra has a much easier time getting in my opinion. Just because of her speed, and foresight is very big on projectiles. It's the black one. I've never used this before. This is weird. I haven't played Richter in a bit. I don't have the... God dang it. I don't have special on Y anymore. But like, I just want to say that Richter has like a really, really hard time with Mythra in general. Like, it is horrendous. Like, provided you're not like running in blindly with Mythra, but you're taking your time and like, I don't know how to put it. Right, he can't do that. Mythra just rushes him down really easily. One thing I will say though, Mythra can't really shield pressure Richter that well because his up B is like frame 6. And Mythra doesn't really have any moves that are safe enough to be used on shield safely, so I would recommend against like trying to hit his shield with Mythra specifically. Because Pyra has enough range that she can hit his shield and still be outside of the range of up B, so you don't need to worry about it. I just want to get funny axe combo, man. That almost worked. Yeah, that's off the top of my head. I think that's the only things I can really say. Again, it's important to let Richter never like set up anything because he relies on his items a lot, I think. Yeah, I feel like they would have if it wasn't for their recovery being the way it is. Because like having the tether is nice, but you don't really have the airspeed to make use of it, I don't think. And they don't really have like the tether length as like Byleth or anything, so. Because Byleth has like similarly bad airspeed as Belmont's, but I don't know. But I really don't think. I still think that if people actually played Belmonts, they would be like in mid tier probably, but no one really does, and because of that, because they have no results, people think they're like actually bottom tier. I really don't think it's that bad. Because I've seen people play Richter at top level and like they can keep up. Like, of course it requires a lot of work, but they can keep up with like a lot of the meta relevant characters and stuff. Worse than Ganon? That's crazy. Actually crazy to me. That is... no. There is no way. I think Richter has more going for him than Ganondorf does. Like I said, like... I at least have the opinion, like, I like to look at Richter as like a sword character with projectiles, like Robin, for example. Like, I feel like they're very similar in that way. And in my opinion, if you have a sword, I don't think you are lower than mid tier. Like, that's the lowest you can go, in my opinion. Like, when you have a sword, you just have so many, like, so many benefits.
Or like with disjoints in general, I mean. If you have disjoints, it's just insane. Like, does nobody ever talk about like how safe Belmont's moves on shields are? Like, their aerials are like unpunishable. 4 tilt is -6 on shield. You can't punish this. And yeah, like their only really bad thing is like their recovery, and like if you don't get them off stage, they're pretty good still. Just like not as good as like a character like, I don't know, Aegis or something, but you know. I just think they're way better than people think they are. Yeah, like it's actually really similar to Sephiroth, except they have like a little bit more leeway in where to attack with because of the angles and stuff, but I mean, you'd be surprised. Like, the Smash community is very like, I need to see it to believe it, and if they don't see something, they will not believe you. Unfortunately. No. No, JT, no, that's not what I said. Now you're just putting words in my mouth. That's like me tweeting that I love pancakes and you saying, so you hate waffles? Like, no, it's not. That's not what I said. Listen, I can't read sarcasm. Yeah, there's zero tone indicator. Like, how am I supposed to know you're joking there? But yeah, bottom line, I think Belmonts are honestly way better than people give them credit for. But until they get actually results, people are just not gonna see it, I don't think. Yeah. Like, they have range, they have shield safety, they have auto shield options that are good. They are projectiles, I think the probably the worst offender is like their kill power, because they don't really have any super good like kill confirms that are very consistent. They're kind of reliant on the projectiles. But yeah, it's very much results based, I think. And that's why people think they suck. Smash community lacks nuance, yeah. There's like zero nuance. It's always so incredibly black and white. Oh, I see. Oh, that looked really odd. Yeah, but also, I can see like, what was I saying? Like, I think the only real drawback is like their kill power is really weird. Because their tipper hitboxes aren't actually that strong. Like, percentage-wise, they're good, but, like, the knockback is, like, strangely low for the amount of work you have to do. Like, they're nothing like Marth. I think people have a hard time trying to relate to a player base or characters. Yeah, they can't. Like, they have such a hard time putting themselves in other people's shoes. Which, you know, I can't relate to, of course. Fundamental illness, but yeah, that's also the thing. Like, Ultimate especially is so balanced that you can actually make anyone work outside of the top level. Which which is honestly one of the reasons I love this game. Yeah, like, I feel like it's almost like they go out of their way to not, like, relate or read into things or something. I don't know. Like, if something is a way it is, like, there's only one way to read it and nothing else, you know? Yeah, sometimes, you know, they do say that ignorance is bliss. And I do think that has some merits. That's the thing, like, everything is so results-based that even if a character that isn't that good just suddenly, like, wins a major, and people are like, are they actually just really good? Or, like... It's thundering. We had a lot of thunder here, too, earlier today. I was actually taking a walk, and it started, like, it was actually thundering as I was outside. I'm like, oh no, good thing I brought an umbrella. Outside it? No, actually. Like, I am an outside enjoyer, and I do take walks for my ADHD, mainly. But, like, I was really unlucky, because it was a light drizzle, but the sun was still out. So, like, I was I was slightly wet, and I was getting warm because of the sun, so I was kind of sweating. So it was just awful. Like, really unfun sensory experience. But at least I got my movement in, so it's fine. But, terrible. Whoops, that was a 4 there. Yeah, it's, I feel like this match community needs to... I mean, there's a lot. I don't know where to even start. There's just so much, always. Yeah, I mean, Rainish is good. Probably one of my favorite things. Hey, congratulations, Sketch. Good job, good job. Keep at it. Did anything of what I said actually help you with that? I don't know. I'm just literally just yapping right now. Ooh. Yeah, like, we've been getting more rain recently, but it hasn't made the temperature drop very much at all, which I'm very upset about. Huh? Okay, my forward clanked with side B. That's... Right, cool. Alright, it does sound like the Brawl theme. That was almost really insane, Edgeguard. I've never seen that interaction before. Man, I would love to play Richter more again. My problem is that I do want to play Pyra Mythra a lot, but I also want to play other characters too. But that means I'm dividing my time and energy.
cool. Yeah, like, it's just a lot of things that I really love about Pyra specifically, that I'm just, whenever I play other characters, I just miss her, because she's just perfect. Ow. Also, something I realized is that Richter's Force Match isn't even that strong. It's just that it's mostly used for when you get your opponent inside the holy water. And, you know, you almost always see the fully charged version. And, of course, that's strong. But, like, it's not even that strong, I don't think. For being, like, frame 30-something, it's not that strong, actually. And of course, it's kind of hard to balance because it's like Byleth range, you know. But it's nothing like one of the other characters. Let me check something. No, all right. Do you prefer playing secondaries that are fun to you or ones that cover to you? I mean, it's always about fun for me. Always. I have never had secondaries that cover up my main ever. Like, it's always been like, oh, these characters are fun. Like, I talked about it in a video, but I used to, like, in Smash 4, there was a time where I co-mained Ike and Robin. And I would play Robin for matchups that I felt sucked for Ike, and that's about it. But like, that is like, they don't really do that much for each other, but it's just funny. Yeah, you can learn a lot from playing different characters. It's like when I play Richter, when I go from Pyra Mythra to Richter, like, the one thing I really miss is like the movement, because Richter is like fine on the ground, I think, but like in the air, there's like no airspeed at all. When you jump, you're committed to that. You're committed to the angle you picked, just like in Castlevania, which is like, that's cool. Nice reference, Sakurai. But like, it's very restrictive. And like, I can't really use jumping as like a way to avoid things as much as I can with Pyra, for example. So also, literally trying to drift away from people when they're coming after you is actually impossible. So like, suddenly there's like a lot of things I'm just appreciating. Downer is so weird. I feel like I don't know how to really follow up with it. I miss it. But to answer your question, it's almost always more about like fun, because I always play the characters I like and not necessarily what's good. Yeah, unless you're playing perfect, you can get punished hard for things. Yeah, that's the one. Also, another thing that I appreciate when I go from to a different character. Like, so when I used to play Byleth a lot more, like, it was so nice not having to worry about getting edge guarded compared to Aegis. Like, what? Down air is so weird. Like, I feel like you should be able to get more reward from it, but you kind of don't.
I kind of wish they had made it more like what the dive is actually like in Castlevania, but I get it would be kind of insane if it did it, so. I can still do it. Nice. It's a cool concept, yeah. If you ever seen it, how it works in Castlevania, like, it's actually insane. But it got nerfed heavily for Smash Bros. There we go. I still can't believe Carol got nerfed the way they did, just because I don't remember, but did the dev team ever say they used Elite Smash as their like benchmark for like fighter changes? I don't remember. I feel like that was said at some point. I'm just doing the same things over and over. What am I trying to do? Here we are. That's the window. Oh yeah, the whip thing here was also really nerfed, because like I feel like you usually have like double the range in Castlevania, but apparently that would be too strong. I guess they did change Sheik for that reason. I wonder if this is useful for anything. I feel like it isn't. Best of luck on your chores. They can be a chore. What? Oh, Jesus. Maybe I should try that sometime. I probably should head out as well. It's midnight now. But it's been a really fun stream, I gotta say. Why is up there the way it is? It's actually crazy. Ooh. Yeah, I should be heading to bed myself. Oh, I've been very hot the past 3 hours, and not in a sexy way. I love yapping. I'm so glad that my YouTube channel gives me an outlet.
Anyway, fellas, I should be heading out as well. Well, this mix was nice to listen to. Yeah, it's fun. I'm not gonna guarantee that I'm gonna stream every week or whatever, but I definitely want to do it more often than never. Yeah, best of luck next week. If I should do it now, because I will not remember to do it next week. That sounds ominous. I'll try my best. Yippee. I got the lights out tournament, yeah. If you can probably link it in, drop a link in the Discord or something when it happens, if you remember to. Oh no, Shade, you came in at the completely wrong time. It's 7 p.m. EST. That's not too bad. We are not playing Elite, no. We are playing Sleep. We are playing Go to Bed. Go to Bed %. Good job for finishing the group montage on Dead by These Nuts. I'm sure that's a very original joke. Yeah, didn't you know that GSP stands for Go Sleep Pronto? Trust me, my uncle works at Nintendo. Anyway, I'll be seeing you guys some other time. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.